What if you have one of those giant shortfalls during your retirement due to long-term care or not having enough in your plan to deal with inflation? Today's video will touch on three strategic points that I don't like to discuss because they're not pleasant, but they are crucial to securing your money so you can create the retirement of your dreams. Hi, I'm Jason Bergquist. I'm the founder and owner of retirementofyourdreams.com. Welcome to part two of a three-part video series about securing your money for the retirement of your dreams. If you missed part one, click here to catch up. Today we're going to discuss how math can be a big difference in your retirement. We'll explore these three key points. One, using a retirement of your dreams expert and why it's essential. Two, the concept of guaranteed income for life, which can adapt to your expenses. Three, facing the challenging truths when the numbers tell us so. Let me introduce myself if we still need to meet. I'm Jason Bergquist. I empower individuals and families to create the retirement of their dreams. I've been doing this for over 20 years, so I've seen all the ups and downs in the market since 2000. My whole goal is to help educate people, empower them to understand how to turn the retirement of their dreams into a reality and bring hope back into their lives. I realized this was my calling back in 2010 when I was going through a divorce. And at the time I was at a financial low. I realized that I wasn't practicing what I preached. So I committed right then and there to practice what I preached and to better my understanding and knowledge in the financial industry. I became an independent financial professional and a certified financial fiduciary in addition to my experience up to that point. This experience has allowed me to always do what's in the best interest of my clients. Now I have a team of experts helping me figure out all of the best options that are out there in the market to help empower you to create the retirement of your dreams. Again, we're going to start with part two today of our three-part video series, Money Security, to create the retirement of your dreams. In this series, we're going to talk about one, using a retirement of your dreams expert and why it's essential. Two, the concept of guaranteed income for life, which can adapt to your expenses. And three, facing the challenging truths when the numbers tell us so. So let's dive into these critical topics. One, using a retirement of your dreams expert and why it's essential. This is crucial because without a retirement of your dreams expert, you're making guesses about your retirement. Let's be honest, living your retirement to guesswork isn't the plan. In the past, many people have followed a buy and hold strategy. It meant purchasing stocks in your 401k and holding them and hoping they would grow over time, allowing you to live off the increasing funds. But today it's more like a buy and hope strategy. You know what I mean if you've experienced the economic downturns of the early 2000s, the 2008 crash, or this recent COVID-19. To remove the guesswork, consider working with a retirement of your dreams expert to ensure your financial security well into your future. We make sure you never run out of money regardless of how long you live. Let me share a story about Heather and Jim, a couple I met in their early 50s, planning to retire in their late 50s. They had some savings and retirement goals, but needed a solid plan. So I provided them with a retirement of their dreams plan based on math, science, and facts. No guesswork involved. We can help you avoid future financial shortfalls. As the time passes, expenses go up. Think about how much your first car cost compared to what your first home cost. So did the first home you purchased, was that even cheaper than the most latest, newest car you just purchased? Think about how gas prices have changed. What was the first price point you remember? To ensure your expenses are covered in the future, you'll need a well-mapped plan, not guesswork. To create the retirement of your dreams plan, schedule a free retirement of your dreams call with one of me or my team members. Fill out the retirement of your dreams assessment to get started. This plan will serve as a roadmap to guide your financial decisions. Jim and Heather's experience demonstrates how following this process and using my 9-step retirement of your dreams blueprint can lead to financial security in retirement. They carefully considered their life scenarios and adjusted their plan accordingly. Teaching point number 2, the concept of guaranteed income for life, which can adapt to your expenses. Now let's dive into the idea of guaranteed income for life. This income increases with your expenses, which is fantastic benefit. But there's a significant concern regarding long-term care or the need of that. We won't discuss that in detail today, but I have a video that delves deeper into long-term care, what it entails, and how to prepare for it. You can click the link below and watch that video for more information. But having a plan in place is essential because without one, you may find yourself in a tricky situation when you need additional funds in the future. When unexpected costs arise or you face a large sum payment, you need to know where that money is going to come from. Otherwise, you might be in a tough spot. This leads us to a common question with retirees. What if I run out of money? If that happens, what's your backup plan? Do you want to go back to work? Consider if your skills are even relevant in today's workforce. Some retirees take up a part-time job, and that's perfectly fine if it's your choice. I've seen older folks working at places like Walmart or a ballpark because they enjoy staying active. That's great. However, the situation is entirely different if you're forced to work in your late 70s or early 80s due to financial shortfalls. It's better to have a plan in place from the start. This brings us to the second step in securing guaranteed income for life. Don't find yourself in a situation like Rhonda's, where you realize too late that your retirement plan wasn't adequately prepared. We need to address these issues well in advance. Sometimes people don't consider retirement planning early enough. The things that we should have done 3, 4, or 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago, often get overlooked. But don't worry, it's never too late to start the retirement planning. No matter your financial situation or your age, there are steps we can take now to secure the retirement of your dreams and prevent any financial shortfalls. We can put the right strategies in place to ensure that you have a solid plan for your future, covering all the challenges, unexpected expenses that life may throw your way. Now let's talk about something that's not always easy, but essential: facing the brutal financial truths. Number 3, facing the challenges or the truths when the numbers tell us so. I have to admit, this is my least favorite part of my job. Sometimes when I look at the numbers and facts, it's clear that there's some difficult decisions and conversations that must be made. But I'm here to help you find a solution. Nobody wants to hear that they might need to make one of these 3 challenging choices. 1, working longer than you expected. 2, living on a tighter budget in retirement. Or 3, adjust or postpone some of your big plans. I certainly don't want to be the bearer of bad news, and I'm not a fan of these not so great scenarios, but sometimes it's necessary to discuss them. I recommend you watch the Baby Boomer Dilemma movie to get a clear picture of these challenges. Schedule a free Retirement of Your Dreams call below, and you'll receive this vital resource as a gift. It's a great movie to help you think about maybe some of the things you haven't. It provides a real-life perspective on those who faced these issues and how they navigated them. Do you need to extend your working years? Or perhaps you'll need to adjust your retirement budget. Maybe some of your grand plans need to be rethinking. Well, this is why I spend a lot of time understanding your goals and your dreams. With the right planning, we can ensure you don't face these tough choices in retirement. I've heard from many people who feel their retirement plan is non-existent or that they'll have to work indefinitely. They can't see a way to stop working and enjoy the retirement they want. But there's hope. I recently helped my son-in-law, who is 30 years old, and my other married daughter, who is just 21, set up their retirement plans. It's never too early to start securing your future. You can start this process sooner rather than later, and that's an essential step. I can assist you or your family, even your kids or grandkids, in putting plans in place that can make a significant difference in their financial future. I find as I talk to my clientele, they always say, if I only would have known, right? If I would have started this 10, 15, 20 years ago, if I would have known to do these things. Well, if you're not there, let's work with what you have. But let's talk with your kids and your grandkids and do those things that you wish you would have done. To recap, in today's video, we covered part 2 of my 3-part video series, Money Security, to create the retirement of your dreams, focusing on 1, using a retirement of your dreams expert and why it's essential. 2, the concept of guaranteed income for life, which can adapt to your expenses. 3, facing the challenging truths when numbers tell us so. Now that you understand the importance of confronting these financial facts, I encourage you to request a free Retirement of Your Dreams call to learn more. Tune in next week for part 3 of this series on money security, where we'll explore your best options further. In the meantime, check out my free video to discover my 9-step retirement of your dreams blueprint. Thank you for considering retirement of your dreams as your partner in your financial journey. What was the most important lesson you took away from this week's video? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Jason Bergquist, empowering you to create the retirement of your dreams. Have a great day.